It is afternoon and welcome to my vlogs. I had an interesting morning. I took care of a lot of business calls, a bunch of other things at home, got a few laundry done. Then I headed on out to my hometown in Santa Monica thinking I was going to vlog because I was going to find that bakery that had that bread with olives that I wanted. Apparently, they don't have anything in the bakeries that I wanted. Everything was sort of wheat or baguette, whatever, and I didn't want that. I wanted a specific artesian bread that had olives or say like cranberry, things like that. So I'm making sandwiches for dinner that's going to have, you know, this bread featured, and I wanted it with avocados and tomatoes and cheese, a bunch of other things. And then I'm making the lunch at home later, so I figured I'd go to Pain Quotidien, see if they have the bread I wanted, and enjoy a quick snack here before I head on out and finish the rest of my day's things. But unfortunately, they don't have the bread I want either. It kind of sucks, so I want to try one more bakery called Belwood, which is nearby here on the way home. So I'm going to show you guys bakery. As you can probably tell by the name of Pain Quotidien that it is French. This cafe, it is French. Everything's made the way they do in France. Over here in this case, as you can see, desserts like Le Mouffetard. You have dark and white chocolate mousse cake. You have your lemon tart, classic eclair. You have your daily fruits. And over there, right behind this gentleman, lady who work here, you will find some freshly baked bread. I've had some of these and they are amazingly delicious. If you walk over here, you'll find they have plain croissants with chocolate. You have your little Danish, you have your scones, your muffins, and then there are macaroons filled in chocolate brownies to plum tart. They have coffee. What I love about coming to a place like this at Pain Quotidien is that it's not your typical fancy French restaurant where you sit down, you order, you pay a tip, and then you walk out and then your bill is kind of ridiculously large, you know, amount of whatever you ordered, or if you go with other people, then you're going to be spending more. This place reminds me of kind of like a lot of these cafes that you'll find in like, say, European countries. In America, there aren't too many cafes where they're like a balance in between like fast food and your typical like fancy like fine dining restaurant. But this place, they made it more of a cafe slash coffee, pastry, and dessert kind of place, and they have baked goods that you can actually order to take home, such as their baguettes, their sourdough that's wheat, and their 5 grain. I came here and made a stop because I wanted to take a break and try something on the menu that I have not tried before. And that is their Dutch Pancake with bananas. And they give you this tasty little like syrupy thing. I'm not a syrup kind of person. I like things plain with just fruits on top. Now, traditionally I've had Dutch Pancakes in Aruba. They have an area that's kind of a Dutchish kind of a place. And we went there, and it's one of those like mill things that looks in like this. You know, you ever see those? Like, and then we went in there, and I ordered the Dutch Pancakes. And they were a little bit thicker than your typical like Russian or French style crepe. But these are actually round and fluffy, as you can see. And then they give you, I can't even do this. I'm going to give you your fruits on top of this. So let's dig it. And as I say in French, bon appetit. It is so good. It's fluffy, it's airy, it tastes delicious, and it's by far the best kind of Dutch pancake I've ever had. I think I prefer these than Aruba, than the ones I had in Aruba, because the ones in Aruba resemble more of like a French or Russian style long round crepe. And I like it with them more of a little bit like pancakey. But then the lady said these are actually Dutch pancakes. They're not like a Dutch crepe. So this is probably why these look a little bit fluffier and round. Tastes is banana. These are so good. Look at the inside. It's just layer of fluffiness. These are so yummy and tasty and delicious. They're just so mouth-watering. I'm in heaven. Not literally, but I'm enjoying the food that's awesomely delicious. One thing to note about these type of pancakes is that they taste, I don't know if you've ever had Japanese style pancakes where they stuff them with like red bean or anything like that. This is what they taste like similar, but they definitely don't taste like your traditional American pancakes, because traditional American pancakes, they are a lot bigger and they're a lot more fluffier and denser, meaning that when you're actually biting into it, it's a little bit more like you gotta really chew on it, versus with these, they're so light, you just take a couple bites and it just melts in your mouth. They're so good. I'm gonna finish the rest of my treat and then I'm gonna head on out. I figured since I had a little bit of time before I head out that I would check out the Brentwood Mart. It's filled with coffee places, places to eat, farm shop, and they have their unique boutique stores, including right behind me their mailboxes if you need to drop off an envelope. This is kind of a great place to just come here and chill out. Oh wow, look at this. This place here is already amazing. They have a shoe store here, and don't get me started on shoes. I love shopping for shoes, but not today because I already have one too many shoes at home and I don't need any more. So I'm glad I'm able to take you guys all along and to show you some of my favorite parts of Brentwood here at the Mart. So let's go inside, shall we? My hair is kind of a mess today, but that's when you vlog and you know you're real. So this is the bookstore. You're here in Brentwood and you want to find some books. This is one of their inexpensive bookstore places here. So you can tell I love books. If the first stop is for me a bookstore, you know I love books. Anyways, let's go check out some other places. They sell all kind of classical books here to modern ones, even the ones that are about presidency. So they're very similar to Barnes and Nobles, but they're a little bit different. And now we're going through this little like alleyway. They have a bunch of music that they play. They have a barber shop here for men. Now, if you want to get some lunch, this is their food area. So they have the front shop way over there, food kind of choices to choose here, and they have a small little like toy store here. There's also actually a candy shop, but it's not here. It's in another little part. They have sugar and paper with office supplies you can actually buy here. So I'm just having an awesome time hanging out here a bit in Brentwood Mart because I rarely come here. Really nice, lovely environment. So this is their little like stationery area. So if you need invites or little cards, this is the shop to go here in Brentwood. So now I'm gonna head back to my car because I'm going to Belwood Bakery. After relaxing at Brentwood Mart and catching a delicious treat at Pain Quotidien, I've stopped by Belwood Bakery. They have two locations, one in Northridge and one here in Brentwood. The reason I like the Brentwood better than Northridge one because they usually are not out of many of their delicious breads. And when I called the Northridge area, they were busy. When I finally got a hold of them, they were out of a lot of their bread. And I wanted to get something that I knew was delicious enough to make it with my sandwiches tonight that I'm gonna make. So instead of the bread with olives or cranberries like I wanted, I decided to get their French roll. It looks and smells delicious. Now I'm going to head out in my car. Gotta go to the market to pick up a few little things. Then I'm gonna head home to relax. I just got home a little while ago. I took a rest, then I freshened up, then I made some lunch. I made long grain brown rice, which is good for you. Then I was in the mood for olives, and I like green olives versus black olives because they're really, really natural. I tried the ones at Whole Foods because the ones at Sprouts, they're all blackened and they're just not really good. And the Whole Foods ones were really quality. You could taste the green olives. There's different kinds of olives, but these are just regular green olives. And they were pitted, so I had to take all the pits out, which is okay. I absolutely love olives. I grew up with my grandma and I, we can eat a whole can out of it. That's what we did for the holidays. We like have this like can, and then you'd have this like plate, and you just dump it, and we just like eat it. And my grandma used to never like olives growing up, but when she did food testing at some laboratory in Russia, this was one of her jobs, and so she would like test stuff, and then her coworker introduced her to olives, and then they swapped some recipes, and I guess she became an olive lover. And my mom's like, you remind me of your grandma who passed, my dad's side, you know, where olive was just like, my mom likes olives too, but I'm more of an olive lover than she is. I'll just like want to try all kinds of, I like Kamado olives, those like purpley reddish ones. Not really a fan of black olives that much. I don't know why. Maybe because they add something and change the color. I'm not sure. There's a few little quick little updates. So everything's great with me. I'm being referred to a doctor regarding my skin issues, and then they found out I had an infection in the stool. You know, when you start for being TMI, when you poop and things like that, you have a kind of an infection in the stool, and it's called Clostridium difficile infection. It doesn't affect anybody, but if I don't wash my hands and I have the infection, and I touch someone else's food preparation or somebody, then they can catch it. So I practice really, really good extra hygiene on top of my typical hand washing, you know. Things like if you crack an egg, wash your hands, you're not supposed to touch the yolk, that kind of thing, you know, just basic extra hand washing as usual. My doctor said it's fine. And then everything got worked out with my medicine. They just had to do reauthorization because I had an issue with getting my medicine. I thought I'd have to be switched. Everything kind of worked out. And then as far as my mom, everything's great. She's still on the Lipocline IV. She ends all of this end of July, and then she'll go to oral medication, which I'm so happy about, but I still can't hug and kiss her. Washes on it, nobody can. So that's pretty much the quick update. And then I have a big announcement. So somebody recently commented on my comment when I commented on someone else's page that they've not only subscribed to my channel, but although they're a mom, they're not a teacher. And it got me thinking that my channel name isn't attracting a lot of you guys to subscribing, because I'm kind of a weekly life vlogger. You know, I vlog from day in my life to having fun at the beach, going to trying out a new eatery places, maybe I do a trip, or day travel, food, you know, DIY projects, and all of that stuff. So I'm just, whatever I feel like vlogging, you know, I'll just vlog and have it on my channel. Sometimes I'll do a talk where I sit down and talk in front of the camera, like now I'm giving you guys, you know, updates and talking to you about what's been kind of going on, you know, just whatever comes to mind. And so I decided if I change the name, maybe it'll attract more viewers to want to subscribe and watch my videos, because obviously my channel is not about art and teacher, and that was kind of funny. So I was able to come up with Anna's Vlogs. That's what my new channel name is. Welcome to Anna's Vlogs, everybody. And then my Twitter is also Anna's_vlogs. So everything's being switched. I'm in the process of actually adding in the intro and the outro. That's going to be a little bit different. And then I'm going to make my introduction video sometime soon. That will go up on my channel. Then I'm also going to be promoting it on Twitter, and hopefully YouTube will pick it up and, you know, just kind of advertise. Thank you so much for watching my channel. I hope you've enjoyed today's vlog. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to click that subscribe button. It's also right there in the middle, the notification button. click that because this way you'll get all the notification when my new vlogs are up. Go and follow me on Twitter. Pass the word along to your friends and family so they too can join my channel and subscribe. Sending you all love, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm vlogging on out of here.